My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. They changed this game on me. They changed this game, and I don't have to address it until they show me the Silken Tress again, but I have feelings. And that feeling is that I really don't care. It's fine. The Silken Tress is still good. But given that I wasn't offered it this run, what do I settle for? Arcane Scroll, Lost Coffer. I mean, it's got to be the Leafy Poultice, right? Transformer Strike and a Defend. Give me a little bit of direction, and then I will figure out what to do with that. We can take this version of the path, or then we can either cut in elites if we want to, or cut out elites. We've got a lot of choice on this path, so. Second Wind Body Slam. Those go in the same deck. Exhaust all the cards, then blow up the enemy with the Body Slam from all the exhausts. Hell yeah. Bash Second Wind. Guess I could get going on that turn. We want to be real aggressive here, because I either kill you next turn or I take damage. I see. We'll be taking damage. Of the bad boys, and then we'll take you down. Armaments, Colossus, Thunderclap. I feel like armaments and then upgrade armaments. Ooh, Fisticuffs. That's a pretty good attack in a Body Slam deck. Straight up take healing there. Bash into Fisticuffs does 10 block and a bunch of damage. Damn. I really can't defend with this deck just yet. Havoc, Perfected Strike, and Bully. It's Havoc or nothing. I feel like it's nothing. Because I can't just have Havoc randomly target Body Slam and kill me. It's pretty important I take the back line down this turn. But I'm not going to be able to. So. Can I take the front line next turn? Answer is no. Can I defend acceptably next turn? The answer again is no. Damn, I got like a 7/7/6. And this thing's going to have the frail hit as well. Wah. I'll throw a potion that I really didn't want to, so that I can avoid taking a bunch of damage there. Breakthrough, Setup Strike, Molten Fist. Not against taking a Breakthrough just to have a single copy of an AoE card before I go down this line. But I'm also not against not doing that. And just, like, taking a... Oh, God. Oh, I wish I had some sort of... Like a card that hit multiple enemies at the same time. I don't know if they're thinking of designing a card like that. I'm just spitballing here. I could see how that might be useful in this fight. If they designed a card like that, I think it'd be an absolute breakthrough for game design. Now, Two-Tailed Rat here in the front line is going to be trying to summon. Rudely. Doesn't even ask permission. Oh my god. Oh, I'm actually pretty sincerely worried that I don't have the damage to get through this. You are kidding me. I can't take that one. I feel I feel it's unfair to punish me for my mistakes. Okay? I didn't know. I didn't know this fight was next. I would have done something differently. I wouldn't have taken a... I wouldn't have bet on black if I knew it was going to be red, is what I'm saying, you know? Anyway, I'm going to skedaddle out this fight now. Armaments, Forgotten Ritual, and Fight Me. There's a world where Fight Me goes in this deck. I don't think it's this one. God damn, do I just take Fight Me? I don't want it, but it will make the fisticuffs pretty good. I'm gonna stick to my deck vision here. Just give me a second to put this together. I would love any defend. That seems pretty good for me, actually. Shrug it off and body slam. Those cards say defend. Ooh, Centennial Puzzle. Now I want, Hey, you know what? Steady on, armaments. Let me hold that for exactly the right hand that I care about upgrading. And then more defense. Her exhausted card from second wind. Let's upgrade a bash to keep the enemy vulnerable. Oh boy. God damn, they really should print a couple of cards in this game that say something like target more than one enemy. Oh, man. Oh, what a beautiful sight it would have been if I'd drawn armaments there and upgraded that whole hand. One damage to the front line. Fisticuffs handles that next turn. Beautiful. Battle Trance, Taunt, Anger. I mean, Taunt is pretty much exactly the right card for this. So is Battle Trance, to be clear. But I want Taunt more. Of course, we get the Fresnel lens immediately after drafting defense, but that's fine. Let me upgrade. I gotta make sure the body slams are both playable even without needing the armament. I'll do the 3 draw this turn, actually. Yeah, hitting a big hand worth of upgrades there. Fisticuff strike and then second wind through the beacon. This might be barricade. It might be the right time. I mean, mitigating 5 of this, it's not worth it. I'd rather go for that big hit though. Then this is Second wind through both of those beacons. Easy. Because the enemy was still vulnerable. Conflagration, Feed, and Crimson Mantle. I will say Feed is obviously hugely relevant in pretty much every run. Crimson Mantle does... It does promise consistent block. Conflagration promises an AoE solution for us, but a very weak AoE solution for this deck in particular. I'll take the Crimson Mantle. See what Dove has for us. Corruption? Confusion. What is up with these Doves, yo? I don't want these. I don't really have a huge benefit to using Corruption. What? It saves me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It saves me 7 mana at the cost of 2 mana. And all I have to do is never play those cards again. I'm going for another Calling Bell. A thing that I took last run and took it reluctantly, as I will be in this position. Parrying Shield, admittedly, is quite good. In a deck where I'm going to have 10 block a turn, 6 damage a turn is pretty good. Regal Pillow, whenever you rest, heal 15 HP, as well as Ice Cream. Whenever you enter turn with excess energy, retain it until the next turn. I mean, yeah, great reason here now to not bother throwing out the additional strike. Evil Eye, True Grit. I mean, if I can trigger that Evil Eye, it's incredible. I don't want to take the True Grit and then wait on an upgrade for it, though. I'm gonna hold energy here. Down to 19. 1, 2, 3. Down to 1. Perfect. I mean, I want the Evil Eye back, but do I need it back? Drum of Battle. Draw 2 cards. If the card is exhausted, gain 2 energy. Rage. Whenever you play an attack this turn, gain 3 block. Infernal Blade. No, I think all of those are just... Well, actually, Infernal Blade is a little not of a distraction just because of the Evil Eye. Great to play alongside it. It's just I really want it to cost 0 to be able to play that freely. But also I do care about cards exhausting, so... Yeah, you got me. $18... Okay, I'm short on being able to kill Chomper this turn anyway. I'm gonna Cure All. Save myself some health here. Oh, look, I might have intended to save myself some health. That doesn't mean I did. Thank heck for that second wind. Juggling Stomp and Rage. Nope. Remove 2 strikes to gain an ultimate strike. No. Removing 2 defends to gain an ultimate defend here. Adds back an ultimate defend with Nimble on it, so it's already 13 by base, rather than... It's better than the combined value of those. I don't think Perfect Fit here is as important as removing a card from this deck. I have to fight 1 Elite with a Normality in my deck. I'll do that. Oh, of course it's Decimillipede and we have the the Infernal Blade in his hand, of course. Well, at least it's an Infernal Blade I don't care to play. And I got to retain some energy, so, you know. Comes around, goes around. Mm-hmm. So I can take down the one that's weakening me, deal a decent amount of damage to the next. I'll take no incoming damage this turn, and I also won't be weakened for the next. Then a Bash, Fisticuffs, kills that target. And then as long as I kill 1 target each turn and do a little additional damage to another target, I should be pretty okay. Alright, cool. We've immediately failed to meet that mark. I really do need to be splitting damage like that, otherwise I'm not going to be able to take out final 2 targets in the same turn. Come on, I gotta be able to do it eventually. There we go. Whee! Potion belts. Whirlwind. Do I want to solve that problem for the future? I mean, given that we just took that fight, I actually think the answer is no. If I had not yet had the Decimillipede fight this floor, the answer might have been yes. Let's get the Body Slam up. Candelabra, study second turn, gain 2 energy. Oh god. I wish there was a card in this deck that did AoE. I've heard tell about this thing. Don't you dare. Don't you goddamn dare. All right. 1 down. I'll keep some extra energy. It's your, yeah, cycling turn on, turn off. Fairy in a Bottle, Colossus. I don't make our enemies super vulnerable, but a half modifier is huge anyway. All right. Woo! Dolly's Mirror? No, maybe if Fisticuffs was... probably still not. I do think Bloodletting goes in this deck, so that as soon as I draw it, I play it, and it draw... I mean, it's energy that I get to reserve, but also it draws me 3 cards the majority of the time that I play it. Or the majority of the first time I played in a fight, draws us 3 cards. Catastrophe. No. The average card in our deck isn't large enough for Catastrophe to be a good idea. I will rest here with a Regal Pillow. I'll take this Elite, because I know it's not Desi. Oh, sick! Bash. Colossus halving the incoming damage because of the vulnerability on you. I'd have loved to have done anything that turn. Ash. Okay. Perfect. Evil Eye with an upgrade. I don't think I'm exhausting enough cards for Evil Eye to be the second card in this deck. Inferno, I mean, you know, it's just 2 AoE triggers each turn because of the Crimson Mantle. Fine. It's an AoE solution for us. How many times do I have to turn it down before I realize maybe I should take it? Body Slam. I could... Actually, maybe it's not Body Slam. Maybe it's Fisticuffs that I give 50% more damage. 50% more damage, 50% more block. But it only really matters on Body Slam because they're the only ones that actually put up numbers on the board. Then... Consistency of defense is incredibly important here. Crimson Mantle Bash first turn. Hell yes. It's got to be a Disintegrate. Infernal Blade first. Sick. Then Armaments. Colossus. Fisticuffs. Thrasher's gonna eat that strike for us. Body Slam for 139 damage to the enemy. This is why we made ourselves corrupt on it, by the way. And then Thrash kills a strike, but becomes more powerful. I mean, I think it's just Thrash Evil Eye for defense, though. Can't play more than 3 cards in your turn. With this next draw, I'm probably going to... I'll take Disintegration. I've got the Fairy in a Bottle to rely on if I absolutely need to. Hopefully that's not relevant, though. Beautiful. Unmovable. Make the first defense card I play each turn Double Defendus. That is both offensive and defensive. obviously offensive when it's channeled through the body slam. Our setup is pretty heavy now, right? Like we've got Crimson Mantle that we ideally want out. We've got a Inferno, Unmovable, and like ideally we also want to be like drawing big hands consistently, gaining some extra energy turn over turn, like Swift. Whenever you play 2 or fewer cards in a turn, take half damage from enemies. A thing that I almost never want to do. Fur Coat or Signet Ring. Yikes. If I did Fur Coat, I'd just take the Fur Coat path. Whoa, Signet Ring. There is 3 shops in a line. It's also 2 elites. But like if I really wanted to, I could go there and upgrade. Remove. Yeah, so I just end up removing those 3. In reward for taking an awful path. I mean, as soon as I want to get 1 shop, I have to take all 3 of those shops. Like, it's a really bad path. Just give me the Fur Coat. Oh, sick. Yeah, I'll take the Fur Coat suggested line here. Why not? Ooh, easy Colossus there. Then we take damage for the first time at the top of this turn, drawing a bunch of extra cards. Could almost not have worked better. And look at all that leftover energy that we now have. Oh, beautiful. God, I want a True Grit like that that's upgraded so badly. Ooh. Unmovable, Ultimate Defend, then I've got both Body Slams to try and take someone out. I think I use this Block Potion, this Body Slam takes out the backliner by itself. Allowing me to do a huge amount of damage to the front liner by myself as well. Only cost me a tiny little potion investment here. And probably saves us a couple HPs. Another second win. I'm not against it. It's just I also feel like I burn out my entire deck pretty quickly if I have a second one in the deck. Clumps. Ooh, enemies with vulnerable take 75% more damage rather than 50%. Immediately defeat you. Cinder, Dominate, and Sword Boomerang. Don't especially care. I mean, Dominate is... vulnerability is important, but I don't think the strength is for me. It's nice to see at the top of this turn them all blow up to the Inferno. I don't think I need another Body Slam. Ugh, way too late for the Book of the Five Rings to make much difference to us. Lucky Tonic, gain 1 buffer. Probably better than a Speed Potion for us. But even then, maybe not hugely. Iron Wave, Taunt. I'll take another Taunt. Especially just because of the higher need for vulnerability from the Paper Frog. We've got a Lizard Tail as well as a Fairy in a Bottle. Let's go get the Mark of the Bloom and then post on Reddit. Telling everyone that the relics didn't work. I'll upgrade Unmovable so that it's much more playable in our first cycle. Got him! Ooh, Havoc. I mean, now that it costs 0... Yeah. And now that I also have a second card in the deck, a second Body Slam, so it's fine if I lose 1. I got another one. We've fought Mechanite. I'm not exceptionally enthused by the idea of fighting another elite, but I do care about some upgrades, though. Like, bloodletting is just giving me extra energy that will always be with me until the end of the fight. I don't even need to play the Colossus there. I'm already fully defended. Grand. 17. Alright, yeah, I'll throw the additional block. Why not? Got the Curse of the Bell out of the deck. No problem on that. Wee bit of damage I gotta take here. Okay, I guess we'll end up probably using the Regal Pillow on the other side of this, I guess. I guess. Hopefully the Relic is worth it. Ash Order, exhausting your number of cards in your hand. Anchor started to combat with 10 block. Well, interesting. Is another Bloodletting a good idea? I don't have enough card draw to really fulfill the needs of another Bloodletting, but maybe that means I take a Pillage. Because after enough cards in this deck are played, Pillage does draw 1 card or 2. Sometimes 3, but probably not. I mean, half of their health on turn 1's pretty good. Unmovable. Ugh. I have to play an Armaments for defense. Yikes. Yeah, I'm definitely resting on the other side of this, I can tell you that much. Well, there goes the Curse of the Bell again, but I'm starting to get just a little bit scared about what happens next turn. Yeah, the enemy appears to want to do damage to me. Sword, Boomerang, Stone Armor, and Infernal Blade. Nope. I am gonna head into the final fight. I'm not thrilled about our chances here, if I'm to be honest with you. Let's use our Corrupted Body Slam in order to draw cards here on turn 1. I'll do the same with Pillage. Okay. I think Armaments upgrading that Crimson Mantle before I put it down is going to be important. I think the additional draw is probably going to be more important in the Queen fight, just so I can guarantee that I'm playing, like, 3 non-bound cards each turn. That. I mean, this deck is going to be good unexpectedly in one way, which is that I've got a second wind in the deck to help me burn out the Withers, and that's going to be really useful in this fight. Yeah, this is the reason we take 2 taunts here as well, so that I can cut through the enemy's artifacts. Not too much issue. Hell yeah. I'll second wind to get rid of Wither and Curse of the Bell there. Ultimate Defend gets us pretty much our full defense. Swing at him with a Body Slam. I don't need to play these ones that do almost nothing now. Ugh. I mean, Colossus does a huge amount of work this turn. I'm just annoyed about those Withers. Strike plus for 10? I'll do it. God damn. It's lack of card draw again. God damn, it's similar to the defect deck I had last time. This deck is powerful enough. Just needs a lot more access to more cards. It just does not have that. God damn. Alright, I'm going to use Ash Water to destroy 3 of the Withers here, because those don't destroy themselves anymore. So those go to the discard pile, and then they come back, and they brick my whole hand. So I need to... Havoc. Can I get to Havoc here? I only get to force 1 card draw, so probably not. I don't want to destroy Evil Eye. That's going to be important later. Start with Havoc. Sick. That turned out to be a pretty good order. Oh, no. 12, 27, 20. I mean, yeah, I'm still alive, but... Oh, right. I was still alive, but in a way that I started the turn by dying. There's no other way for me to finish this fight faster than just execute him. Alright, so that one used our Fairy in a Bottle, so we've still got the Lizard Tail. For heal to 50% of your max HP works once. Let's drop the Inferno Crimson Mantle on turn 1. Shrug it off Bloodletting, then gets us the draw. Hell yeah. I'll pillage for more draw. I'll Fisticuffs and then Body Slam for 78. Am I targeting Torchhead or Queen? It's got to be Torchhead, right? Yeah, this is definitely going to end up being an AoE fight overall. And then I probably hit my first turn of the Clarity Extract next turn after the Bound has hit. Alright. Unmovable, then second wind through a Taunt and a Infernal. I mean, it's not what I wanted, but it's what I will do. Okay. Colossus will take a huge amount of damage off of this field. Yeah, you're down to 18 without it. Vulnerability set up. Great. There's the Colossus as well. Keep that Vuln up. Body Slam him for 38. This one 1000% is going to be the Lucky Tonic saves us. Body slam for 29. 15. Shit. Should it be Lucky Tonic saves this time? No, but if Lucky Tonic isn't going to be what saves us, then I take the donk. Here's the thing. I would love to pillage for the draw. If I don't bash, I don't have vulnerability continually set up on the enemy, which means Colossus is useless. So glad I chose that. Just drop that strike and then holds. Armor this hand. I want to Havoc. Second wind, then just Body Slam. Next hand has Body Slam as well. Colossus, Body Slam for 45. Everything else is bound. Start of the next turn, we take AoE damage. Or rather, we take the health damage, does AoE damage, takes out the enemy. We still have the lucky buffer by the end of that. I did not think that was going to work. I truly didn't. Especially based on the fact that, like, Leafy Poultice and Fresnel Lens are both in this deck. Which means that I gave up so much max HP, truly so much max HP to be here. If Nonibeep had offered me, rather than the fur coat, the blooming cornucopia, I think it's called, just 31, it's fruit. It might even just be called Fruit of the Loom or something like that, like the pun on the American underwear brand, I think that's called. Or maybe the American underwear brand is based on a pun of an old phrase, Fruit of the Loom. Look, I don't know. Does it look like I know what a Fruit of the Loom? Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? Yeah, I was trying to do the version where you get more distorted over the course of it. Where, oh, I still haven't taken the mittens literally ever. I don't even, this is a multiplayer scroll, I believe. I was here looking for something, wasn't I? And I got distracted, didn't I? Now I don't remember what I was doing, don't I? Like, tears in the oh, the Delicate Frond. I've still not taken that. It is Looming Fruit. Yeah, so it is a reference to that. All this said, the extra Lizard Tail and Fairy's Bottle, 100,000% responsible for our success there. I will also say the Calling Bell giving us the Ice Cream, Parring Shield, and Regal Billow. This Calling Bell worked out really well. It retroactively redeems the earlier Calling Bell from last episode, which, oh, baby, that was full of trash. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2. Top left is a series playlist for all my content on the game, past, present, and future. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. And I hope to thank you, and a special thanks this episode to Dyla. Hopefully, y'all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see y'all next time.